Hello. Hi, B.
Hello.
Jay. Hello.
Welcome in,
Hi,
everyone.
Lori. Hi, Nikki. Happy Halloween, Lori. Can you guess what I am?
A princess.
Of course. I couldn't choose. I didn't know which crown to wear, so I picked this one. I have a
I
red
just
one
put
too.
on stuff that I usually wear for Ren Fair.
There you go.
So I have my ears, my
And your
horns,
horns. Very
and my
nice.
fangs.
I don't know if Tasha's gonna make it. They were still out, so we came back a little
Did you guys
early. We did. The kids complained. One kid,
have fun?
Minion, was trying to direct the littler Minion, the Night Queen. There you go, Nikki. Yeah. The littler Minion, and I was just having flashbacks of my oldest doing it to the Minion. And I was like, well, now the roles have changed. And she's like, stop telling me what to do. And she's like, don't do that. It's like, can we stick to the sidewalks? Kitty.
Sorry.
You're fine. Mine'd probably be freaking out if I didn't have the earphones.
He's been clingy since yesterday. So.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's all good. We knew it was going to happen, but it still sucks.
Yes. It doesn't make it any easier. Whether they
She was
have
19.
Oh wow. That's elderly for a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, even the vet was like, "Are you sure?"
Yep.
Like, yeah, we're sure.
It's like with Stinky, my cat. We're guessing be right around 20 or so.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's old for a cat.
Well, and she just showed up at the door when she was
Yeah,
about 5. My oldest was in kindergarten,
wow.
and we had her all the way up until she was about 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what happened with Chauncey. She showed up at my other half's, and he's had her for 11 years, and then we've been together for 8. So 18, 19 years old.
Yep.
And at that time when he got her, the vet said that she was about 4 years old. So you might have to add on a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, my husband didn't think that Stinky would live like through the vet appointment. He's like, you gotta take that cat to the vet. If the vet will say that the cat will live, then we'll let you. Okay. And the cat, he's like, yeah, no way. Thank you, Josie. I got a heart on the front.
But I did end up going back to the cemetery, and I had to clear my mind a little bit. So this was a stone that I cleaned. So I just wanted to share it when we're all here.
It's really nice. I mean, was that right after?
So this is in August 10th when I first started cleaning it. I took a before picture. Sorry if there's a lisp. I have a little things.
Yeah, little something right there.
Yeah. So this was in August 10th, and then this was yesterday.
Oh, nice. That's a big difference.
Oh yeah. Way big difference. I'm still trying to get that crud off, but it's that black crud that we all have to work with.
I'm just inviting. If you want to come up, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Megan! Hey!
Where's Cheryl?
Ooh, Cheryl's here? Invite her up.
I did. She came in and I was like... At work, we did Candyland. I was impressed. We really busted our butts and did pretty well. So we're hoping to win the contest. How's everybody else doing? Cheryl, how's your back? Doing good?
Oh, it's good.
Do you need to borrow a crown? I have an extra one.
Or horns. I do have an extra one of
Tarnished a
those
little
too.
bit.
That's fine, Amanda. Like I said,
Let's
I just invite
donate that.
everybody. Thank you.
You're more than welcome to come. You can just come up and talk. You don't have to show your face.
Yeah. So I had some fun things. I know I shared a lot. Like I shared with you guys last week that I was interviewed, but the article came out.
I read it. That was so cool.
It was cool. I mean, I do wish I was not quite at the very, very bottom, but I mean, I guess still in it, so that was cool.
They're
Yeah.
saving the best for last.
Sure, that's what
Absolutely.
it is.
That's exactly how I thought of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
which
like, oh,
report was
they're
that?
they're
I
rounding out
missed
the
that.
piece with the expert.
So NBC did an article with the controversy with the person that uses the pink stuff.
Oh,
She
And
who may not be named.
yeah, so they did like how there's some outrage, you know, yes, there's people like, yeah, thanks for doing that, but the person's not doing it the right way, they're using the right stuff. So she interviewed a historical conservationist, I think. And then Justin and myself to talk about, you know, the right ways in with the right intentions, you know, and Justin and I, both of us said, we're not in this for the fame. As much as I want to be a princess, it's okay. I am in it to tell their stories. Hey, Mac, you can come up. I'm in it to tell their stories. I'm in it to beautify the cemeteries. Yes, do I want people to see my videos? Well, yeah, I want them to hear the stories and see the stones. But like, am I in it to be famous? No. No. I mean, I'd pick something else because, I
yeah.
mean, who's going to get famous cleaning headstones?
Well, Jason, the guy I was in the thing with last night, we
Oh,
spent
I'm just kidding.
we spent about a half an hour out of the hour and a half seminar discussing cleaning stones. In this, it was like a cemetery basics course on how to do historic preservation and conservation. So many people didn't realize that you should not be using bleach on headstones, and these are like state professionals and state conservators. And I was like, dear God, is there not a library in your state? Do you not have the internet?
No, I had the same thing. I did a seminar, well, a workshop up in St. Lawrence County in New York, and it was a group of 15 historians. And they're all like, what do you mean you can't use this or that? And, you know, are there certain times that you can use certain things? Yes. You know, if you are well versed and know what you're doing and have the right tools and things, can you use a light pressure washer on a granite stone if it's polished? Yes. But you got to know what you're
Always.
doing. You got to know what kind of stone it is. You got to know all the things before you touch it with a pressure washer. That's why I just say don't use it, because then you don't have to worry that you're going to screw it up.
They asked, I swear to God, why they couldn't use a sandblaster on a stone to get the dirt off. And I was just like, wait,
Anything
you're
with
a historian,
blaster in the
right?
name.
Exactly.
Not a pressure washer, a sandblaster. Like,
Good
Or pumice
gracious.
stones. Like,
Ugh.
yeah. Yeah. I had one person tell me that they were told that the cemetery only allows you to clean headstones with pumice stones.
and somebody was using pumice stone.
Really?
Somebody
Yeah.
was using bleach. I was like, oh yeah, bleach is real good. It doesn't destroy the stones. No, God forbid.
No. And it's difficult because
Oh my God.
there's a lot of
Everybody's an
misinformation.
expert.
Yeah, and even some cemeteries in larger cemeteries say, like with Dawn, it's okay to use Dawn dish soap, which we found out. And honestly, I've been doing this a while. I've never used Dawn dish soap, but I didn't think that it was bad. it wasn't
But
on the
it's
list,
not.
but I didn't. I'm like, well, you can wash little ducklings with it. Why can't you wash a headstone with it? Not
It's not.
realizing the sodium's in there.
It's not
Yeah.
the absolute worst product you could use because it
Right.
is fairly neutral
It's the
pH level.
best, worst thing to
Right.
use.
Absolutely, absolutely the best worst thing
Thank you.
that you can use. But like when I was helping on Saturday, and I was helping the people set up to learn how to scrub stones, I was teaching people our age, all supposedly like cemetery custodians, how to use a spray bottle because they didn't understand the tip turns for different settings.
Mm-hmm.
And like my sister, she just Danielle was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to actually clean stones. I know how to actually use a brush and sprayer. She walked in.
Cinnamon in the hizzle.
Cinnamons in the house.
Woo! For free.
Yeah, exactly where chaos reigns. Exactly.
I didn't actually realize just how educated I was until I took those 2 seminars back to back. And then I was like, oh my word, these people really are that bad.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, it's not really that they're bad. They don't know because they're so used to what they were taught. So a lot of them just don't know. And unless they don't want to take that advice, then they're the bad ones.
Yeah.
But the
And
one
then they-
person, he was the historian for the diocese churches in New Jersey. So he's supposed to be the historian for I forget how many churches in New Jersey that have cemeteries, and he didn't know that I had transcribed over 200 pages of documents for the church.
I want to punch it right.
So like when
Part of the
I
problem-
submitted that stuff to I submitted that to the University of Penn, and it helped their AI bot with translating Old English. Because there's so many different translations and so many different handwritings, and it wasn't just New Jersey, but it was New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Philadelphia area. It was like it hit on a whole bunch of people that were priests in the tri-state area in the 1800s. So, like, it's a pyramid effect of how many people are now able to find names and information in those documents. But he had no idea about that stuff, and he was the historian that helped download all the documents.
Sometimes you got the absent-minded professor that's clueless. Jay, what were you going to say?
Well, with the cleaning products, some of the problem is the stone carvers.
Yeah.
Stone carvers tell people this is safe to use.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And some things might be safe to use on that polished stone, granite, whatever,
Right.
but not on the 100-year-old stone that's next to it, or great grandma's stone that's marble. They just
Right.
hear this is okay to use on this stone, so it must be okay to use on all the stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one guy was saying not to clean the sides and the back of the stone. He's like, oh, just leave that there because, it's not going to hurt anything if you don't clean the sides and back.
Ugh.
It's eating the stone.
Yeah.
That's what it does. The
I mean, the worst
biological
thing you
growth.
could do is just spray it and then walk away. You don't have to
In my
scrub it
opinion-
if you don't want to do the back and the sides. But it's always best to do the entire stone.
Well, I told him it's like cleaning your arm when you go in to get a shower and saying the rest of your body's fine. There's dirt on the other parts of the stone, you just are walking away from it. And that stuff that you leave
That's all
on the
I
back
clean
of
is
the
my
stone is just
arm.
going to crawl back around and kill the front of the stone.
Now, you
Was
only
that
like
Matt?
to use your own products, right?
Matt, what were you going to say?
I think it would be worse to leave it on the back of the stone rather than the front of the stone because that's where all the pores are, the crannies and whatever,
in the bag, in the purple wallet. Yeah, and some of the lichen. I've been too much Halloweening. The lichen. There's actually, and I don't know the name of it. Plant guy over here. But there is one that actually the conservators it will eat the stone. It actually eats away at the stone.
It
I don't know
does.
what kind, but
I,
can I find it?
I've seen it happen on granite.
Down here somewhere. Sorry, I have to find something.
Happy
You guys can keep
Halloween,
talking.
everybody.
There's a fellow Sperry in here.
Huh?
Darn tootin'.
Crotocious lichen.
What?
Crotocious lichen.
Precocious?
Mm-hmm.
No, precocious.
You say precocious? Are you being
No,
precocious?
that's what my hubby said.
Yeah,
Where's
the
Yeah, you
saxicolatus
do.
lichen is a lichen that grows on rock.
You do.
The prefix sax is from the Latin saxum, meaning rock or stone.
Is there a picture of it?
It's adventure.
I'll have to hop back down and then I can get a picture of it if you'd like.
I'm just
Because
curious what it looks like.
it's like it's orange,
Like the
kind of like
sunbloom?
the sun, kind of like the sunbloom. Yep.
I knew there was one that, like, literally, I remember John Appel saying that that's the kind
It's
that
the one. It's the one that leaves the round marks on stone.
fluffy stuff. Amanda's saying, yeah, the white stuff, right?
Yeah, the white ones. Yep. Sorry, guys, I have a lisp.
It's the teeth.
Yeah,
Maybe you should look up the definition.
I haven't had these in over a year or so, so I'm still learning how to retalk.
Me too.
You were not taking my sweetness and sound like the woods.
Sorry, Mac, I had to mute you.
Yeah, I was like, what is
Oh.
that? Is he watching TV? I mean, he's watching TV over here, but
So, yeah, I can hop back down real quick and I can pull up a picture for you guys. I just don't want it to echo and do all that craziness.
yeah, if you don't mind, and then just request and I'll get you right back up.
Yep.
So it's the
Right.
orange lichen?
I think it's white, actually. I think the orange is the sunbloom, but it's like the fluffy one. I think it's the round one that leaves the round, but it's not the yellowish orange. It's got like almost like leaves on it.
Yeah, the one that makes like a circular growth
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
I think that's the one, but it actually eats the stone. So, I mean,
Yes.
when people say that, oh, well, you know, you're ruining the stone or it looks nice and stuff like that, they don't realize what kind of damage it does. Not just eating the stone, but it also diverts the water, the way that the water goes off of the stone. It obviously lets dirt and stuff stick to it. Hi, how's it going, girly?
Stop.
Talking cemetery stuff. She's awesome at genetic genealogy. She did really well finding her roots on one of her sides.
Oh my God, my mom was so pissed off at me because I did that. And she was like, she didn't think I would find it. So she challenged me. She said, well, you find all these other people's families, find ours. Because she couldn't find anybody on her father's side. So the other day I was like, well, I think I'm good. I'm going to stop at this side. And she's like, really? 1,400? That's the best you can do? I was like, really?
Yep,
I thought
that's
that was
the one.
Yeah. And I can type it out in the chat, too, of what it is.
I believe you. I'm not going to remember.
Yeah. None of us are going to remember. We're not
No.
plant people.
Yeah.
Why not? It's fun.
I'm lucky I remember my name.
Whito
half
El
the time.
Licano. That's what it's called.
Yes.
I like specific types of plants. I like combustible plants.
Of course.
Combustible.
Or, yeah, combustible.
Reversible and consumable.
Yeah. Elevating.
You're good.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Legal in most states, so I mean, come on.
Yeah. So it does do damage as much as people like to try and say it doesn't.
And moss too, because moss has those small roots and they absorb the water. So you
And
have this
expand.
big, yeah. So you have just a long line of water on top of the stone. So
See,
they
I
just
am
don't
struggling.
understand. Huh?
Megan,
I'm
are
just
you okay?
giggling watching you talk.
Sorry.
I love it. I love it.
Well, but you get the moss lines in the cracks of the stone, and they just
Uh-huh.
kind of like push it up, and then next thing you know, you're getting more water in there. Freeze thaw, and then you got like Justin has, and he's got the creeping stones that just kind of slide off.
Yep. And that's another thing that you have to understand too with places that have the freeze and thawing. So you have that moss line that has that thaw, and it will just crack and crack and crack.
Mm-hmm. And then Jose Monkey found me today.
I was gonna watch the video, but I got busy.
Of course. And
Did he
again,
cheat?
I'm at the end.
Again, best for last.
I'm like,
Did he cheat? Did he use Find a
no.
Grave?
He even called me out. He's like, hey, she did you dirty. Like asking, saying that to
Yeah.
Apple user. What's up? Before I bring you up, you got to tell me why you want to come up. Yeah, he was like, oh, she did you dirty. He's like, yeah, I don't do that. And if I do, rarely do that. And if I do, then I say it. I'm wanted to say, yeah, but like all of my videos literally tell you where I am. So, but he did. And it took him the longest to find me out of the 4 people that he found that had cemetery stuff. And I gave him massive
awesome.
clues. I'm like, I had
That's
a Yankees hat on and I was in front of the big paddock stone. And once he figured
That's
out to look
Brookside,
for the
wasn't
once he looked for the stone, he found it like that.
Were you
But I was
trying
like,
to? But were you doing like a scavenger hunt type thing where they were trying to find stuff in the graveyard, or?
no. So Jose Monkey he
Scary.
started off doing it to show children and like school children how easy it is to find people. So what you do is you make a video and you tag him in it and you say, where am I, Jose Monkey? And then he uses the clues that are around you in your video to pretty much find where you were standing exactly. Like down to within like 10 feet. And most of the time he does get it.
Yeah.
So I did it, in the cemetery because, of course, I'm going to do the video in the cemetery.
I kind of want to do that next year, but in one of the bogs. There is no indication. There is nothing there.
He found one that was on a road in the middle of nowhere. He is good.
Yeah, mine would be in the
He
middle.
is.
Mine will be in the middle of the woods near a water. So good luck with that.
Well, I kind of threw him off because he was like, oh, yeah, paddock. So he was looking on Find a Grave at all the paddocks. And the thing with the paddock one on Find a Grave is the fact that it's actually the guy's portrait is the first picture. So when he was searching through the Find a Grave, he didn't see it because it wasn't listed on the front.
That's why I didn't find it like bang.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't picture one.
Yep, but he got it, so I was pretty impressed.
Oh, remember we were talking a few weeks back about interesting places we might be able to like go to do some kind of restoration or help in graveyards.
Mm-hmm.
In the research I was doing for my mom, as rare as it might be, there's a Dillon Family Cemetery in Franklin County, Virginia, United States. And that is my ancestral graveyard. It has Jesse Dillon Sr. He died in 1749. But I think there's like 15 graves in that graveyard.
That's cool.
Probably
That's
wouldn't be a
old.
very long day, but
I helped Joan, Simple Living genealogist. Holy cow!
You can take them
She
out.
ended up no, it'll hurt, and I don't want to do it on video. She has five family cemeteries in North Carolina that she had nothing, like she knew nothing about. So I was able to help her locate them
well,
by
I
using
found
an
that
older
one.
map.
I found that cemetery and mapped a few graves in there, well, properly listed them, and then that helped me go all the way back to a Thomas Fitzgerald Dillon of Drum Rainey. But that would be a real good road trip because he's over in Drum Rainey, Westmeath, Ireland, and that burial plot is from 1405. That'd be a bit of a hop.
Yes. I want to make it to we want to go to the next summer or fall, head up to the Highlands. Because we didn't make it as far up in the UK as we wanted to. We pretty much stopped at Edinburgh.
Well,
So we want to get up.
well, if your suitcase is heavy, don't mind it. Just ignore it.
Just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine. I just packed a little bit too much.
That's what wheels are for.
That's right.
Where'd that go?
I don't know. And Apple is asking to come up again.
Apple, you got to tell me why you want to come up. I don't mind, but if you can just type in the chat what you want to talk about.
We don't battle on here either. We just talk.
I don't think you can, even if with so many people in here.
You can't, but some people don't know. So
Gotcha.
Well, they only have 23 users, so or followers, so.
I'm hoping that Justin comes on because he shared some news with me, and I don't.
well, let's share it out.
There
then.
he is. Is that him?
He's at work.
Well, he can take a break. He can take a break because I want to know what he found. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Spill it.
Hang on just a second. Let me go.
One.
Hang on 1 second. I'm still going to listen. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. I'm still going to listen. Hang on.
I'm kind of feeling like shit right now, but
Sorry, Cheryl. I had to mute you. You were echoing.
okay. Well, exactly what I was hoping would happen, but I didn't really expect it. Happened today. I got a Civil War pension record from my third great uncle, who was my third great grandfather's brother, obviously, right? And this is the family line that I've had a brick wall for almost 8 years now. I've been pounding my head against it for a long time, and I was reading through his pension record today, and he had to write a letter proving that he served, and he had to have some people basically say that he was who he said he was and all this stuff. And I was going through the pages, and I got to one where he couldn't write, so he had somebody write it for him. But it talked about his birth. He had to prove when he was born, and it said that as far as he knew, there was no record of his birth, and that he was never baptized, so there's no baptism record. And I'm reading this all off the screen to my wife. And the next line said, my father died. The family record was kept by my parents. My father died in April of 1863. After he died, I went to live with my uncle Benjamin Frost in Granby. And it took me about 5 seconds to process that. And I just threw my hands up in the air and put them on the top of my head. And I started to cry because I was so excited to have a little hole in that wall that I can peek through now. And yeah, even right now, I'm kind of getting choked up over the whole thing. But, you know, it was so surprising to me, and I was caught so off guard by it. And I guess I didn't really realize that it meant this much to me, but now I'm obsessed with looking through records again. So,
Well, that's great.
That's how I felt.
Congratulations.
I cracked that because my mom's family was the same way. She's been trying to find a link for her grandfather for probably the better part of the last 20 years. And I kept telling her, give me the information and I'll look for it. And she's like, no. I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm a criminal investigator. I should be able to find this shit. No problem. And within probably, like you said, it probably wasn't even 20 minutes of me using my abilities. I was able to crack the nut because they just had his name spelled wrong.
yeah.
And his date of birth. Because he was illiterate and he didn't know how to spell.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I literally spent 30 hours a week for probably 3 years combing through images, unindexed images on Family Search for every town or county or anything that my family lived in. And the funny thing is now when I look up this Benjamin in Granby, Eagle County, New York, I see his name and I see his wife's name and I say, I have looked at those people a million times and I've never found anything to connect them to my family. But I don't know. I'm like at a huge loss for words about how this all came together. I ordered 3 sets of Civil War pension records, hoping that something would be in there.
Was it from that guy in Michigan?
Brian Reinhardt. He's not in Michigan. He's in Washington, D.C. But,
Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
But, I sent him an email tonight and told him about it. And people that do that stuff are a treasure trove for people like
You're the unsung heroes of the genealogy world.
Mm-hmm. We do well. I do it because I have to prove who the person is with their criminal record,
right?
With modern people, and like I told my mom, I said, as long as somebody pays taxes, I don't care if they had a job 50 years ago or 100 years ago. I'll find their ass. And she's like, no, you won't. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's terrifyingly awesome.
So, I told you, sometimes it's with the siblings. If you can connect the sibling, then you have the two. And at the end of the day, after I pulled all the decorations down, I was kind of skimming some of the frost, trying to see if I could find a connection while you were messaging me.
Yeah.
I found that to be one of the best things, too, is working alongside of the people that are in their orbit. If you can find them in different spaces, you can almost always, if for some reason, they grew up together, etc., Nine times out of 10, where one is, you'll find the other. But
So
it's amazing.
the weird thing is like I I have I feel like I've seen where this Benjamin either bought property from or sold property to an Isaac Frost, but
I think I sent that to you.
Isaac Frost. There was so many of them in that area at that time. You never really know which one it is, and it never happened to be like Isaac Frost and wife, so you couldn't look to see if his wife's name was on there.
Right.
So now I have like this other avenue to go down, and hopefully it'll. I mean, literally, there. I have a. I printed out from a magazine back in the '90s where one of my grandpa's sisters sent to the Detroit Genealogical Society a request for records for Isaac and anything pertaining to his parentage or his birth or anything like that. This is like 1991, right? So people have been searching for this clue that I found today since 1991.
I just found all the files I sent you.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you'll have to dig through that and see if you were on the right track somewhere, I guess. It was so hard. It's so hard to validate or say yes or no to anything, really, when all you know is one person's name, you know?
Exactly.
So
That's the same thing with my my fourth grade grandfather. Is that he's completely gone. Like he has no death record. He has no death information at all. And so I might have to look at that guy and see if I can figure out.
yeah, if he had a son that served in the Civil War,
He was the Civil War.
he was. Oh, so his pension record may even be.
What was it? You can't find them, or what was the deal
No,
there?
Okay, so I have a birth date. I have where he's buried. No death record. There is no death record at all of my fourth great grandfather. And someone ordered a military stone for him, but they did not have a death date for him. And he's buried in Wacosta County.
Huh.
Yeah,
Justin.
it's very odd.
So what information do you want on him?
I need death. Death and parents.
What
If
year did
all
he die?
possible.
Do you know at all?
I have no idea. I have birth date.
Do you have his name?
Yeah, his name is Reuben Ripple.
R-U-B-E-N?
Give me 1 second to.
I think we've looked for him before.
Yeah.
I love a good alliterative name. Reuben Ripple.
Anyhow, I gotta go because I'm at work and I feel like shit. So
Crap.
Congratulations.
But awesome.
yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Did you get my
Sorry you
email?
feel like shit.
I did get your email, Jay.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Born the 31st of
No
December
Good job,
of 1819 in Portage, Ohio.
1819?
Yep. So, of course, he's an Ohioan and giving me trouble.
I was gonna say Ohio. Should have known.
Portage County.
And
Okay.
you're looking for a date of death?
Yeah. Yeah, his wife is Elizabeth Lampier. He has 4 children that I found. I actually made a video on my third great grandfather
Elizabeth
cleaning his
who,
stone.
Brian?
Lampier.
Lampier.
Where'd they live?
Lampher. Oh my lord.
That's Lampier.
Lampier.
You're kidding me.
You're related, aren't you?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Who is that to you?
She is my fourth great grandfather.
No, the Lampier.
Great
grandmother,
grandmother, I'm
fourth great
guessing.
grandmother.
Uh,
Are we related to
We're,
Brian now too?
I already am, but
Dyer,
kissing
Dyer and
cousins.
Elizabeth Potts
These two.
is her parents.
where are the Lampheres from?
United States. No, I'm just kidding.
Narrows it down quite
So
a
my
bit.
fifth great grandfather, Dyer Lamphere, was born in Connecticut. He died in New York.
Get the
His his
All Michiganders are from New York at one point in time.
and then his father Jedediah was born in Connecticut, died in Connecticut.
Jedediah. I don't know
no
why I
trick.
feel the need to repeat names. I'm so sorry, but
And I can message you, Josie, for all the information if you'd like.
Howdy, Doc.
Because my computer I have at
I just
home
felt like it.
kind of on its last
It's
legs.
Halloween. I can get away with it.
But
You're a princess.
Of course.
would you mind if I find the stuff on if I find the stuff on
You're welcome, sir.
ancestry.com?
Oh, it's on my profile.
No, I
It's
mean
it's a
any
public
extra information for his Reuben Ripple. Would you mind if I mark it as a maybe?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay,
Yeah,
where
so
chaos
Elizabeth.
reigns. Go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say Elizabeth's mom is Elizabeth Potts, and her father is John Potts, and he died in Sullivan County, North Carolina.
I'm not worried about that information. You want a date of death for Reuben.
Oh, no, I'm talking to Matt.
Oh, okay.
Those Lampheres have been chasing my Sperry ass since like Otsego County, New York.
Did
Those
they catch it?
Lampheres, no, they ain't catching me.
Until
They've been
now.
a thorn in my side for like 3 years now.
Just the side?
Just the side, yeah.
Okay.
Trying to
Left
figure
or
out
right?
this part of the family
What
trait.
about you?
Right there. Okay.
I was gonna say it's probably your kidney then.
Well, at least it's not your liver.
That's fair.
And then there's Vorens
Sorry,
as well.
I'm just running through like what I sent because I remember something about that.
You were
But I
supposed
was
to be
chasing
sugar
the
tonight,
Schofield.
honey.
Yeah, he sucks.
Sorry, sugar.
Oh, and then I have an eighth great grandfather that's in Burlington, New Jersey.
Burlington, New Jersey.
Yeah,
I feel
Burlington
like I have
County.
some family over that way,
Well, the problem
but I
with
got nothing.
New Jersey is my Italian side of my family. Ever hear the term WAP?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh
We don't
my
say
God.
that. I was told that is an absolute no-no.
Well, it's the
Holy
proper
shit.
definition of my great grandfather or my grandfather and great grandfather because they all came over and used the same
Slang.
name. Like nobody had paperwork for this name; they just used it.
Yeah, or they paid somebody to use it.
Mm-hmm.
They paid somebody here to say that they were their cousin, so they had to use the name. Because
Hey,
there's a whole
Allie, I
side of
got
my
some
dad's
exciting
family
news.
that is not his family. Yes, B.
I just found a Revolution connection. He
For
actually
yourself?
has a SAR. Yeah, he has a SAR application already made.
Oh, cool.
So now now I have to figure out how to go about that. That's really cool.
For who, Brian?
Aaron Gear.
Hmm.
Captain Aaron Gear, I should say. That was his full title.
Captain, my captain.
Where chaos reigns, where in Connecticut?
No Sillimans here.
Mm-mm. No Solomons.
No,
Mac, maybe.
nope.
Never say
That's
never
one
with
I've never
Brian.
heard.
None here.
I'm a cinnamon, but not a cinnamon.
We're all a cinnamon, except for those who are not. Not.
You sound like the Mana guys. Meeker. Me, 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 me.
God damn it. Who did
Jelly
it?
Roll's back. Welcome in, Jelly Roll. He was in my live last night.
How's it going?
Did Where Chaos Reigns leave?
Oh, I don't know.
Why is my phone not working?
I don't know for that
Damn.
either.
It's an apple.
Go away.
There she is. Hartford area. I can tell you where my grandfather is buried. Give her a sec.
Okay.
One.
Is there any other place to look for death certificates besides Ancestry that I don't know about?
It depends on the state.
For what state?
No specific state at this point.
Well, for Michigan, we have an awesome website called Michiganology, and we have the most extensive records of death certificates, not death ledgers, but death certificates when they first started doing certificates, all the way
It's an awesome website.
Find one for me.
I tried. I actually looked on there for Sperry there, Mac, and I came up with some, but not the one who you were looking for.
Have any of you ever consulted that website, Cindy's List?
I've never heard of it.
Is that still going?
Yeah, yeah. Check that out, Krista. They may have just another avenue for you to look down. They have different categories of research possibilities. It's kind of a basic website. It's circa early 2000s type of website, but it has proven fruitful for me occasionally, so that may be an avenue to go down. Other than that, maybe just your local libraries. Sometimes in the research in the local history area, they could have something. A lot of times they have newspapers available, and that may help lead you down a certain direction of where to maybe inquire.
Krista, do you have a newspapers.com subscription?
Yes.
Okay.
1 second. Are we looking for Ruben E. Ripple? That's his.
Yes.
That's.
And do you need the actual death certificate, or are you looking for the death notice?
Who, me?
Probably just
Or
any
her?
info.
Okay. Have you? So this week, or not this weekend. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. But I will do a live and show you guys how to use old Fulton postcards.
Okay.
A live or a
It's just-
video?
it's
A live.
Okay.
I'll do it
what
on my
then?
computer. I'll actually do the live on the computer, share my screen, and show you guys how to use it with the parentheses and the quotes and the ands and the file, everything. Yeah, it's nuts.
So, Mac, I did a broad search on Michiganology. I have 186 results with the last name
Ruben
Sperry.
Ripple, right?
Okay.
March. He
Okay,
was married
Brian.
to.
What'd you come up with? Brian.
With
what'd you come
Elizabeth
up with?
Lapeer, yep. Okay, so there's a DeWitt
March
Sperry.
23rd,
And
1911.
that's his death?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you email that to me? What the heck?
Hi, WV.
Nice work, Josie.
Mic drop.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Nice work.
They have his spouse listed as the wrong name, and they have it listed as Riffle, not Ripple.
Yeah, they misspelled it.
Yes, they do.
Can you email that to me?
I told my mom I wasn't kidding when I'd find her shit. She thought I was kidding.
What was the month? What was the month and day?
I'll send it to you in a hot second.
Oh, sweet. You're so awesome.
Oh,
All right, so
crap.
I have a DeWitt Sperry from Wayne,
Why
a
can't I?
Philetus Sperry in Lapeer, another Philetus in Lapeer, Jane in Kent, Jesse in Lake, Lydia M. in Genesee, Aura Page in Washtenaw, John H. in Saginaw, Marion in Wayne, Gladys in Lapeer, Martin in Allegan, Floyd in Allegan, Riley Van Leo in Muskegon, Lewis M. in St. Clair, Hannah in St. Clair, Harriet in Van Buren, Nora
That's
in
in my neck of the
Roscommon,
woods.
Louise in Tuscola, George Edward in Washtenaw, Wilmer Gladys, Wilmer Glades. Sorry, Wilmer
Well,
Glades in
hang on.
Elgin.
Let me stop you before you go through all 122.
You
What
asked
about
me.
like near? I don't know what county it's in. That's the thing. I'm not from Michigan, so what about damn
Sorry, we
Oakland
don't have a county.
Township?
Oakland's a county.
Okay,
It's
there's
over in the
Oakland,
Detroitish area.
right? Oakland and Schoolcraft.
Yep,
Okay,
Schoolcraft is
so
up north.
Yes,
yep. Hold on, I
I know.
have Oakland. There are 4 in Oakland: Nola Louise, Elizabeth M., Annie Mae, and Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is
What about Schoolcraft?
my
Gosh dang it. Yeah, I just heard it when I said it too.
The kid is not
Am I
my
on? Oh,
son.
you can hear me? I'm sorry. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Winning.
What are you
Louder.
doing?
Sorry.
Nothing in Schoolcraft.
Pardon?
Nothing in Schoolcraft.
Well, I had the death certificate. It says he died in Oakland, but I also found information saying that he went to live with his daughter and son-in-law up in Schoolcraft in Gulliver and
Mm-hmm.
died there. Now his wife has been found there, and he may be buried there. Why wouldn't he be buried with his wife? There's
Depending,
no find a grave for it. There's no other information, and why the discrepancy in where he died.
Wait,
because it could depend on.
who's that, Mac?
What's that, Brian?
No, Mac. What was that guy's
As
name?
Can I can't hear two people at once. I know I have two ears, but it doesn't work that way. What was that, Brian?
I was going to say, depending on if he was sick or not, because there was a hospital slash asylum up in Traverse City, which is not really far from the other side. So he could have been really sick or not mentally here. So maybe that's why, there was so much a discrepancy of his death.
Yeah, but the death certificate says Oakland. I could bring it up. I'm probably getting something wrong, but it says Oakland. Rich. Damn. I'll be back.
Okay, hold on. So Oakland County is near Detroit. So he could have been at Eloise, which is another big hospital slash sanatorium as well, and that's in
Okay.
Western. So if you have a death certificate that says that he died in Oakland, then there might be a chance that he's buried actually on one of 2 cemeteries that was at Eloise.
Okay, but it says that he.
No, I understand your
It says that he
your
died
frustration.
there in Oakland, but then something else says he died up there in Gulliver, which is 3 hours away in Gulliver, the UP in Schoolcraft County. So he should be buried up there with his wife Louisa Beebe Sperry, but there's
Yeah,
no
I understand where
so
you're
I
coming
don't.
from.
I don't know. I'm gonna go look at the information. Be right back.
Because we had like a very big array of like asylums and sanitariums here in Michigan. So there could be a huge array of what happened to them.
They are actually doing an exhibit at the Kalamazoo Valley Museum. It's our local little kind of museum about the um, state hospital right here in Kalamazoo, the mental hospital. It's one of I want to kind of go check it out because it's the original building is still standing. It's
Oh,
still a
that's
mental
cool.
hospital, I'm pretty sure. Like the old water tower and everything. Kalamazoo has a lot of beautiful old buildings. Unfortunately, they're starting to tear them down though. So,
Of
um,
course, because that makes total
yes,
sense.
it it's disgusting. I can't even go into
Sorry, it just irritates
it.
me.
Oh no, I'm a big proponent of preservation, and it kills me that one building they knocked down, and yes, it's green space now. They didn't build over it, but still, it was such a beautiful building that honestly, it could have been repurposed into something.
Yeah. That's why I've been loving Bay City. I don't know if you've been keeping up with what's going on with Bay City besides
Mm-mm.
the crazy toll. But they are actually working on preserving downtown Bay City, all the original buildings and everything.
I got
Really?
it.
Mm.
All
Hubbard.
right. The record I have that says he died in uh, Rochester, Michigan,
That's in
is
Detroit.
is
Yep.
not actually him. It's his daughter. It was
Oh,
saved to his for whatever reason. So I
well,
have
it probably had it with his name on there, so that's why that
yeah,
thing.
it does. It has the record of where who her father is, where he was born, and the mother. So I mean, I know it's them, but I got them confused. It's been a while since
No,
I've
you're
looked
good.
them up.
No, you're good. Gone Graving. My ninth great grandmother is a Hubbard. Shocker. I know. I seen that face, Allie.
I said nothing. I said nothing, nothing. But
You didn't have
Hubbards are
to.
really big up here. Like there's the Hubbard House is part of one of the historical society's spaces. That there was a lot of like local famous Hubbards, if that makes any sense.
Um, so her maiden name is Hubbard. Um, she married John Bruddish. Brundish. Brundish is I think how you pronounce it. But he died in Connecticut, so I don't know if there's any connection to New York.
Sorry, I'm still looking at Frost. Well, when you get that
Looking forward.
breakthrough,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's like a shot
She's
of
from England.
adrenaline. You want to do nothing but research once you get through that. You get a peek through that brick wall. You're
yeah,
like, yep,
Justin's like, I'm
yep.
not going to sleep
It's
for the next 3 days.
reinvigorating. It's addicting. It took
B.
me honestly. I had the record for 2 years that substantiated my suspicions that about my great grandmother. And I turned the frickin' paper over, and I can't tell you. I yelled. My other half came out to the garage. He's like, "What are you yelling about?" And I'm like, "I found it. I found it." And when I tell you, for the next 2 weeks, I did nothing but research. It was hyper focused all the way.
Mm-hmm.
ADHD hardcore.
Oh yeah, that little dopamine, and I was chasing.
I went back in and I looked at the sources for him on Ancestry, the ones that I had saved. to his name. And it opens up a page that is from Michiganology, and I clicked on research, and it says that they have death certificates in Michigan from 1897 up, but he died in 1888.
So it could be a death ledger instead of a death certificate then.
Okay.
So if he died before around that time, because that's when we started using the certificates, he could be in a ledger somewhere in one of the counties. Give me a while. I'm not sure when I'll be back down there, but I do go to our capital once in a while, and they have a state archives. So I could poke around the archives for you if you'd like.
Absolutely. I don't know if I'll ever get back out to Michigan. Like to, but.
And the cool thing with the databases is a lot of those forms that have records, the AI picks up on a date on the page, and it might be the top date of the page or the bottom date of the page. But you literally have to transcribe that page to find the exact date and month and day of the person who died, which is why sometimes you really have to investigate the form to figure out who and where. It's a crazy trail of confusion.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off of Megan with her ADHD research. So my dad found this big box of family stuff that was just put in a in a trailer that we had on our property, on my parents' property. And in it was an obituary for a Hazel May O'Neill, which would be my my second great grandaunt. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out who this woman was. Her married name was Pickle. And I was like, I don't know who this woman is. And I just glanced through it. I didn't read the actual obituary like a dumb person. So when I ended up sitting down and actually reading it, I started connecting the lines, and I was like, oh, so that's who that is. And then I went down a deep dive even more and found out that she was a nurse at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. She worked with Dr. Kellogg, and I have a picture of her in her nurse uniform and everything.
Battle Creek Sanitarium was a big deal.
Yep.
Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah, the methods were unorthodox, but she was a nurse there at least.
Oh, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no. I'm agreeing with the most unorthodox that the Kellogg's did. They were not right in the head, but she was personally trained by one of the brothers, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool. I actually might have they might be buried right there in Battle Creek. I might have a picture of their headstone. It is humongous. It's in, I believe, Oak Hill. That's where the big to-do, if you were anybody in Battle Creek, you were buried in that cemetery. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was out there cleaning for one of my other half's coworkers. And oh my God, that is a humongous cemetery. Some of the monuments in there are some of the biggest I've ever seen. Like 50 feet.
Was that the one that you, that has the big hills that you used to do your lives on?
Nope, that one's right in the tiny town I work in. That's between Kalamazoo, and that one's called Oak Grove.
Oh, okay. I was close.
Yeah, I get them confused, to be honest. There's a lot of different. Well, I have 2 different Oak Grove cemeteries that I work in one, and then I have family buried in another. So
yeah. We in my city, Bay City, they have ridges. So I have Oak Ridge, Green Ridge, and Pine Ridge.
Can I say just a
would
quick
say
side
we have
note?
a trend. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
What?
you finish.
I meant, excuse me. Go ahead.
You say. Oh, no, she's muting herself. Sorry, I just wanted to. I thought she was. I just wanted to say. So I was looking for that record that Justin was talking about, the land record, and there's a Benjamin Frost that the grantor's name, William Devendorf. Just saying. Devendorf's my names.
Yeah.
So you have a
Sorry, that was
connection
an
with Justin.
ADHD. I mean, no, there's not saying they're related. It was just like a land
No, I'm saying
transaction.
you.
So I was
No,
like,
I'm saying you have like a connection.
yeah. I was like, ooh. Sorry, go ahead.
Brian, you should be able to look in Ancestry.com and see the death certificate now.
Okay, let me
I saved
reset
the
my stuff.
It's because of the way the F was, or the F or the P, because it was a penmanship difference where they used the high P instead of the modern P, and it looks like an F, not a P. That's where the FF came from.
There's flat out William Devendorf. He's on my tree, I bet.
Oh, are you looking at March 23rd of 1911? Was
March
that it?
23rd, 1911.
That's my grandfather. That's my third great grandfather. That's Charles.
WV.
Yes,
It says Charles Ripple on top.
I'm listening. I'm just doing these.
Ooh, pretty.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
I don't.
Okay. Well, the search continues. Okay.
I always have dirt under my nails.
Well, they
Yeah,
become the
you,
teenagers.
you go, girl.
yeah. He was the one that I did the video of
Did I just say that?
of my third great grandfather that he accidentally got hit in the face with the machinery.
I just fucking said go. You go.
Yeah.
For
We
free?
knew it, Mac. It's all good.
Channeling my inner girl.
Stop it.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, queen. Oh my god. Why?
Lie detector test. That's interesting. Did he pass on engraving? I want to know if he passed the lie detector test.
Last did he fail?
Yeah.
Or both.
Wow.
I have a grandfather that was the very first documented unaliving by a mountain lion in Pennsylvania.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
What a way to go.
There is
The
no
funny-
mountain lions in Pennsylvania.
Not anymore.
now.
I'm kidding.
You ate them all.
But the funny thing is, he is buried a mile from where he was attacked, and there's a mountain lion inscribed on his stone as a serve as a warning of mountain lions in the area.
Well, I mean, they're not wrong. Right?
How are
Nope.
you not a pumpkin yet, ma'am?
Could have been the caffeine I drank this afternoon.
Could have been the frost.
Well, yeah. I'm
And
still
how do you
looking.
women wear these shirts this long? Jesus.
Uh-huh. Try
Now you
heels,
understand.
This is not comfortable.
buddy. I know.
Now you understand when they take things off and they go, ah.
Ah.
Hey, Allie,
The second we get home.
that's for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, and we're even stealthy about it. Like, we can leave the outer clothes on, and it's like magic, and poof, it's gone.
Listen, I ain't got none of that stuff on.
I know. Makes it even worse if you did. You should do one of those period cramp stimulators. That'd be funny.
Yes.
I would pay money to see that.
A
Me
lot.
too.
Come on.
A lot. Let's do a
It's like a
GoFundMe, and then this way we can get
Oh
him
my
to it.
God. Sugar!
it's a tens unit, right? Isn't that what they use?
It's a type of
tens
tens unit, right?
Oh, there's a
Or
special
Mac, you got
tens
posed
unit
now.
for period
Yeah,
cramps.
because they
You got
have it
posed.
dialed so that it goes 1 to 10.
Do it. Yeah.
Because it's not just one steady cramp. It is.
Yeah, you go, yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't, girl. You stealing my thunder now?
He hit so fast. That is hilarious.
Hey,
I didn't even
Allie,
have a chance to take a screenshot.
Yes, ma'am.
you remember the thing I told you I was going to surprise you with?
Yes. Hang on. Oh God.
Ooh. Are you trying to copy me, WB?
Spooky season, not cool.
No. I wasn't really trying to, but I knew that would freak
Uh-huh.
her out, so that's why I posted.
I see how
There's a
it
new
is.
stone on the
Touchy.
bottom. I just had to show you.
Oh my God.
It's hanging on for dear life. Oh my Lord, Mac.
1013.
Screenshot.
Dang. Where is the money?
Most of the money. Oh, screenshot is huge.
You need a push up. You need some support.
Yeah.
He needs one of those early 2000s like Wonder Bras, the water bras.
Like the water
Yes,
bra.
the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
But don't get in
what-
near
I gotta
anything
look up
sharp,
that.
you'll leak.
You gotta look that up. Put it in your Amazon cart.
Yes.
Steve,
Could get a training one too.
You need the tiara, sugar. You're muted,
I got a
man.
red one. Hang
Mute
on,
it,
I got
man.
a red one. It'll match. Ow.
Yeah, this hair too.
I
Ugh.
said, no, there's no training bras around here. No.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Now I would pay money for him to be walking in stilettos.
Ooh,
We
I
need
don't think they make them in size 13.
Yes, they do.
It
See
is
it would
not a
match.
good time.
Hmm.
I look
Maybe
like
size
Bambi in those.
15 in women's.
Right?
I wore this when I was Anne Boleyn.
No, I
See,
just
it would
can't.
match.
Like, her shirt would be out to here.
Playing with a Mac isn't going to make them grow.
That, in my experience,
It doesn't.
that's
Yeah,
absolutely
it still
wrong.
doesn't.
Okay, get me off this big screen thing. Thank you.
No more things are messed up. Had it on there right. This was like the Anastasia one that I like. That's why I got this one.
I love it.
Ooh, that is a good descriptor for that.
And then this one was my Anne Boleyn. I had matching
Solution
ones.
head.
So,
Too soon.
but yeah, everybody had a good Halloween.
Yep.
The dinosaur costume was not easy to see out of.
I was rolling when I opened my freaking camera. I was like, oh, I literally out loud said, oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And the phones went ding, 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 ding.
And then I sent a screenshot to everybody.
Everybody. I didn't get one.
Me neither.
Oh, excuse me. I sent a screenshot
Yeah.
out to a few people. Not everybody, because
We
I
don't
missed
have everybody's numbers.
Just the important people got one.
that is
No.
not what I said.
Rude.
The sharing of the numbers
Whoa.
is part of it.
Whoa. I am kind of rude, though, so that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Nobody
mean to be
likes
next to
me.
you, I know.
Everybody hates me.
I'll
I'll
text you,
just
Brian.
go eat worms.
He was
Yeah.
very unfazed by it, though.
He
He
didn't
was
give
like,
two. Yeah.
no. He was like, that's just Grandpa.
Ohio.
Oh, I know.
OH.
It should be Oiho.
Oiho.
Oeho. You are definitely an Oeho.
Yeah. I'm trying to be better.
All right. Well, it is past time. So appreciate you guys coming on from 9 to 10. Next week we'll switch back from the normal. So we'll go
Wait
back
a
to
minute.
8 to 10. What?
Wait a minute. No, I thought we just moved it to an hour.
No. We
We still
reduced it
need
by
to
an
get our
hour.
2 hours, don't we?
I still need to work tomorrow.
You can start alive and she'll go to bed. There you go.
I'm going to keep
If I
working
start
on my
live,
brain.
it's going to be outside at the fire pit.
Well, feel free.
No.
But I need to get to bed shortly.
Yeah, she's starting to turn orange. She's turning into a pumpkin.
And Brian, I'm going to keep working on that because I've gotten it narrowed down to between 1880 and 1890. Because it disappears after 1880.
Look what you got, Brian.
I have a census record. I'll have to send it to you because in the county where he was
He's under the table?
they didn't do a census record for a year.
Wait a minute.
He's in I found him in the 1880 census.
Allie, I just asked you, where's Corey? And you went like this.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
That's one train, son of a
bitch. Into tax records.
He's going down. He's going timber.
Oh my God. I am now fully hearing the whole conversation.
I think there's two conversations going on at the moment.
I know, and I'm having a hard time splitting my attention. I'm listening to 1880 census, and then somebody is going down, going timber.
I'm going to yell that.
I don't have that much of an attention span.
Okay.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Night.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
You guys.
Bye.
Stay.